economic molehill.
No, yes, and what they're doing is they're preying on the income inequality, the class warfare meme, the big bad corporations. They're focusing in on that and playing that to gain something that I think is really scary to me. This is borderline fascism. I don't think that this Obama administration or anybody in the government should be the arbiters of who's patriotic and who isn't. And this is just another way to control the economy and redistribute wealth. Absolutely.
Fascism is a perfect transition into this quote from Jonathan Alter at the Daily Beast, who actually thinks that there should be punishments for corporate deserters. He says companies that fail to sign non-desertion agreements, these are like corporations, non-desertion agreements, would face the kind of public shaming that has gone out of fashion but could come back with a vengeance. Boycotts, petitions, angry shareholder meetings full of the language of patriotism. First of all, I think he's just completely disconnected from reality.
Yes.
I want the cheapest microwave I can get. I think that's patriotic.
I think this is a great issue for liberals. I think, well, they think it is because it gives them an opportunity to use the word patriotism, which they never use. I can't think of any other issue where it comes up. So they can just use the word patriotism. Of course, it's insane. And then for the average voter, they look at this and they don't look very deeply into it. But the average voter says, yeah, they shouldn't be able to leave and blah, blah, blah. But it's you know, economic patriotism. How about Obama forfeits his pension? How about, you know, Democrat lawmakers forfeit their pensions and their salaries? How about that for economic patriotism?
And Lachlan, you know, apart from trying to make this seem like a bigger deal than it is for the politics of it, right? Just to make it seem like the president, corporations are bad. We know that because Obama tells us they're bad. They're not people and they're bad. That's all that the left seems to know in this country. But they're losing a tiny fraction of the tax base, and their immediate reaction is let's go draconian on them and sort of smother them even further.
Yeah, the quote that really struck me was from Secretary Lew when he said time is of the essence. Yeah. Why is time of the essence? We're talking about $2 billion a year. I mean, you look at that next to all the unfunded liabilities the country is facing. I mean, maybe time is of the essence because the election is just around the corner.
And, you know, Ellison, Lew, as Lachlan has pointed out, said that he wants to, quote, change the economics of inversions, which is a nice way of saying make it painful for them to respond to the high tax rate in this country. President Obama has said he wants to put companies on notice, and also, I don't care if it is legal, it's wrong. Oh, that's now the commander-in-chief's position
That's
on
great.
this.
I mean, what everyone is saying, I completely agree with. This is all part of fueling a political narrative and making kind of this 1% boogeyman, which has been effective for them in the past. But what they're doing is they're doing what I think you could argue they've done in previous election cycles, where they're inadvertently demonizing success and they're demonizing people for making a smart business move. If you want them to stay, give them a reason to either come here or give them a reason to stay. The world's run by incentives. A business is not going to stay here if they don't have a reason.